So I'm talking about the new girls' dorm and as it relates to the village and so forth. Okay, so after the Thomas Fire, we put together the village, 7 dormitory buildings, 3 classroom buildings. The dormitory buildings were set up to be doubles or triples in the big rooms, singles or doubles in the small rooms. The luxury you had, or have, is that they all have their own bathrooms. The uniqueness to the village is the fact that it was set up in a courtyard style. The architect designed it as such to create a sense of community within that structure.
Since the Thomas Fire, there has been over 30 girls who have considered the village as their home away from home. Here are some of the girl residents' responses that show they have come to cherish and will miss the village moving forward.
Okay, so living in the village, I really love it because everything's really close together, and the lounge is there where everyone meets and we can watch movies together, and there's snacks, and then we can get van rides in the morning, which is really nice so we don't have to walk up. So I really love living in the village because everything's close together and we're all here together.
I like village because I live in a single room and then I have my own, bathroom, and I don't know, I like village because people are around me, not lonely.
Yeah, and we have a lounge too.
Yeah,
we can just hang out any weekend. Yeah.
I really like it. It's a lot of space.
Yeah. So I really like the village. I chose to dorm in the village because it's pretty cool. Bigger rooms, much more space. Bathrooms are pretty cool. Transportation and all of that. That's kind of what I like about the village.
And then we always can see a beautiful sunset. Yeah, I really love it. Yeah.
For me, it's more like a college prep type of situation.
After the Thomas Fire, I think that moving into the village was definitely a bit of an adjustment. But there are definitely some things that I think that we really like about the village. We all have our own bathrooms, which is definitely a luxury that we did not have in the old girls' dorm. And the kind of quad configuration is really conducive to community building.
So I like to live in village since we have our own bathroom and we have bigger room compared to the Hermes or the boys dorm. We have lounge. Yeah.
Go.
I really like the village because I feel like there's you're closer to your friends, and it's kind of there's a smaller neighborhood. There's a small neighborhood where you're all near your friends. If you need help, you can always go to one of the teachers nearby, and that's really cool.
After hearing girl residents' responses, we asked Mr. Floyd, our head of school, and the girls their thoughts on the new dorms.
Oh, I'm very excited. Here we are almost 2 years from the Thomas Fire and finally got the grading going, and so that's happening. So to finally see action happening is very reassuring. Knowing that we'll have that. So in approximately a year, we'll have basically the campus back put together. We'll be able to be as one here on top of the hill with the girls over in their space, the boys, and all the new buildings and everything centralized. So it's an exciting time to be here to watch this whole process. Keith Carradine, when he spoke to the school a month or so ago, and even Mr. Hall Mounsey and other members of the school board and so forth, referred to this generation being the pioneers, much like it was in the 60s when they had to bus back and forth to lower campus and watch buildings be built. And so the current students are going through a small version of that, constantly having to go up and down the hill to classes and so forth and to the dorm life. But it's great to see action happening, and very much look forward to next school year and having the new buildings. Unfortunately, you, the seniors, won't be able to experience that, but we're going to be making plans to get you guys back on campus to be able to see it and maybe stay there tonight. Who knows? Let's see what happens.
Okay.
When we started talking about the new buildings, we did studies with students. We talked to students, alumni, parents, and so forth. The one thing the girls talked about was how great it was to have that courtyard feel to the village, to have that sense of community. So as the architect developed the new drawings for the girls' dorm, he ended up incorporating that courtyard idea into the new building. So I believe he referred to it as a seminary style, I think is what it was called, where it has an open courtyard. So the dorms, while they'll be new and spacious and so forth, they'll be similar to the boys' dorm or the village where they do open to the outdoors. There will be some screening in place to give it still some privacy, but it won't be an enclosed hallway like the former girls' dorm. The rooms will be built as singles, doubles, and triples. Unfortunately, they will not have their own bathroom. They will go back to having, you know, a group bathroom situation. They will be better than what we used to have. The stalls will all be individual stalls with an individual dressing room attached to each stall, so you'll be able to go in completely clothed, undress, shower, come out, dry, dress, walk out of the stalls if nothing happened, if that's what you so desire to have. But it's all going to be single story. The new girls' dorm. It will not be two-story, with the exception of 2 faculty apartments. There'll be 2 apartments downstairs and 2 upstairs, but there'll be no other upstairs living. There'll be a lounge, which has the most incredible view of Ojai, and so forth. And so a lot of the similarities there. The central courtyard will have grass and plants and trees. There might be a fountain there. Unlike the old girls' dorm, where we use the lounge as a gathering space for all the students on weekends, that will move into the commons up to the student lounge area and so forth. So the girls' lounge will primarily be the girls' lounge for that. The current cafeteria will be converted to a boys' lounge and some other uses, so that'll be for the boys. The girls will be up there. The village will be 3 of the buildings are rented or leased, so those will return fairly quickly. The 7 dormitory buildings we own currently, so we'll be figuring out what to do with those and how to maybe use them, sell them. We don't know what's happening there yet.
And now here are the girl residents' responses.
I'm a senior, so I won't get to live there, but I wish I can live there. It's gonna be great.
I'm not just excited about the new dorms, but I'm also excited about all the different buildings. I think the commons will be a really cool space for everyone to kind of like collaborate on different things and get together. And I'm looking forward to the new dining hall. Obviously the new dorms will be nice, but I'm looking forward to everything. It's really exciting to see the rebuilding process.
I'm so excited for the new dorm.
I'm so excited to have the new dorm upstairs. Then we don't need to walk down and up and down every single day. Yeah, I hope it can be as good as Village.
I am really excited for the new dorms because we're going to be closer to classes and to the what's it called?
Cafeteria?
Cafeteria. Yeah, thanks.
Even though we won't have our own bathrooms, I'm still excited for the new buildings because they're going to be new. And we're going to be near all of our classes, so if we forget something, it'll be a lot easier to go grab than coming down the hill.
I'm very excited to see how the new dorm will be and how different it will be from living down here and then moving up there and how everything will end up looking. And I'm very excited to live up there and have the view on the mountains, and yeah.
So this was our video about the new dorms in the village. Overall, we're really excited about the rebuilding process, and thank you for watching.